Ah, hell. I'm in the wrong game again. Hey guys, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace. So, for those of you who haven't watched the first episode I put up today, I did a new episode. I did a first series premiere on Temptation's Ballad. I had to mute a couple minutes of it because there was a copyrighted song in there. So if you hear any, if you're watching Temptation's Ballad and at about the 5-something minute mark you hear the volume just drop out, it's because I had to mute like just a couple minutes of sound. That's it. That's all. Just a couple minutes. But anyway, guys, let's jump right back and see where this date with Shoichi lands us, shall we? Alright, guys, sit back and enjoy. Let's go. Alarm chain, you're up? Okay, I can't wait. Shoichi shoots me a glance from the corner of his eye and smiles at the clerk again. That might take a while. I hope you don't mind. The clerk follows his gaze and flashes a knowing grin, nodding. Of course, sir. He leaves to go back to the entrance, leaving us two sitting inside the busy restaurant. I already know what I'll order, so you go ahead and decide. I'll be on my phone to pass the time. I'll check to see if you're ready to order in 30 minutes or so. Hey! Oh, I'm sorry. Is that too little time for you? I don't take that long to decide. Oh, don't beat yourself up over it. You're still my friend. A little annoying quirk like that isn't going to change my mind. You suck! Well, prove me wrong then. Tell me, what are you going to order? Well... Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Shoichi imitates a ticking clock. Cut it out! Sorry. Teasing you is just too funny. I'm not exactly having fun over here. Sorry, I'll stop. I just missed going out with you. Just the two of us, I mean. We don't spend as much time together as I'd like. At this point, I think that if it were up to you, we'd be together 24/7. Something like that, yeah. His voice is warm and wistful, leaving me suddenly a little bit embarrassed. Have I been neglecting him a little lately? Well, anyway, you already know what I'll be having. I'm surprised you're not ordering soba. I would, but they don't do a spicy soba dish like the spicy ramen challenge. I still think you're insane. Why? What's the worst that could happen? Well, there's... I didn't ask you to make a list. Both laugh at our own silliness. A few heads turn our way since we are easily the most boisterous patrons in the house at the moment, but this is one of the few times I just don't care. I'll agree, it's nice to go out just with the two of us again. It's really been so long. Well, what if I joined you in the challenge? You? Doing spicy food challenge? Really? What? I don't hate spicy foods. Sure, you don't hate them, but you don't like them either. Do I need to remind you of what happened last time you tried something spicy? My ears immediately fold down on my face, and I feel my cheeks go red. Can we not talk about that? Let's see, it was October 1st, 2009. I asked you not to talk about it! You and I had gone to this small burger joint at the shopping mall. You're still talking about it! It was this challenge to eat a super spicy grilled steak burger. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I put my arms on top of the counter and buried my face in them, hiding it. You decided that, hey, this is child's play for me. I'll try it, and try you did. Even after you took the first bite and realized it was much spicier than you imagined, you still ate the whole thing, and for that, I congratulated you. And then, when we got back to your house, I had to sit in the living room playing games on my own while you spent the next 3 hours locked up in the bathroom. How many rolls of toilet paper did you use up? 2? I groan. I can hear Shoichi laughing next to me. Man, you suck! The voice comes out muffled due to my arms covering my face. You really like using that expression, don't you? Has it turned into your catchphrase already? I straighten myself up on my seat, glaring at the stupid husky at the seat next to mine. Oh, you look so cute. You're angry and glaring at me, but your face is still red. It's so adorable. Shut up! Let's just order already! Shoichi grins, putting a hand on top of my head and tousling my fur. So, shall I order for two of us the super spicy special Sakura ramen then? No. God, I really want to knock that stupid cocky smile off his face. Ah, so you've changed your mind. What will it be then, Mr. Two Rolls? Call me Mr. Two Rolls again, and I'll make you eat through a straw for the rest of the month. Shoichi puts both hands in the air. Ooh, scary. You really don't take me seriously at all, do you? Nope, not one bit. I really enjoy the music in this game. Just order me a regular pork miso ramen and shut up. Shoichi nods, doing a mock bow in his seat. Very well, your highness. I groan again to signal my displeasure. Shoichi calls over one of the waiters and gives him our order. The man writes it down in a flash, and before I know it, he's already gone. At least the service here is efficient. If Sire were here, she'd take that as an accusation that her service isn't up to par. You're right. The thought of that alone is already exhausting. I imagine myself explaining over and over again to a belligerent Saya that I didn't mean anything by it and that she's a good waitress. Just the thought of having her angry at me is enough to make me feel like I've had a few years knocked off my lifespan. I can already guess what you're thinking of just by the look on your face. Shoichi laughs cheerily, putting his hand on my shoulder and giving it a light squeeze. I chuckle nervously. Yeah, let's hope I can go the rest of the year without awakening the beast. Knowing you, I'd be surprised if you managed a whole week without pissing her off. Don't jinx me. Shoichi laughs again, giving me a few more taps on the back. Your order's up! Oh god, I've had those. They're insanely delicious. I love Japanese food. A goat calls our attention from behind the counter and hands us our bowls of piping hot ramen. Ugh! Damn it. Just seeing my bowl in front of my eyes is already enough to make me drool. The broth is so clear that it's almost see-through, but the smell is still amazing. I can't wait to dig in. I then look to see the side to see Shoichi's bowl and... man, I can tell that's going to be spicy. I don't even know what I'm looking at first. Your bowl's bright red. Is this all pepper sauce? Who knows? Let's give it a try. Why are there no toppings? Shoichi grabs the chopsticks in his hands and puts them both together in front of his face and closing his eyes. Thank you for the food. Are you really saying thank you for the food, or are you praying that it won't kill you? He elbows me in the arm, grinning. Oh, shut up. He separates his chopsticks and immediately sets them down to get a generous amount of noodles, blowing on them a few times before hungrily wolfing them down. I keep watching intently to see what his reaction will be when the spices kick in. Glugh! He freezes with the noodles still in his mouth, swallowing them hastily and beginning to hack and cough. Whoa, are you alright? I reach out to him, thinking that he's being overwhelmed by the spices. Gotcha! I'm left frozen in my seat, gaping for a few seconds. You ass, I thought your mouth was burning. I was worried about you. Don't worry about it. It's not that bad. Well, to be fair, it does burn quite a bit, but I like it. I scowl, crossing both of my arms and glaring at him in displeasure. Jeez, what's with that look on your face? It was just an innocent prank. There's nothing wrong with the look on my face. This is the face I was born with. Shoichi smiles, poking my cheeks with his moist chopstick. No, it's not. Your face is usually much more handsome than that. I would know, since I look at it every day and all that. I blush at the sudden compliment, looking away. Jeez, you really know how to diffuse me, don't you? 12 years, buddy. I've known you for 12 years. What else did you expect? He then dives his chopsticks back into the bowl and gets back to eating his ramen. We walk out of the restaurant about 40 minutes later, having eaten until we couldn't eat anything else. Buh! I can't feel my tongue. Shoichi keeps poking his tongue out of his mouth, touching it with the tip of his fingers. I told you that thing would be too spicy even for you. Too spicy? I ate the whole thing like a champ. I just can't feel my tongue. No biggie. How can you be so nonchalant about not feeling something as important as your tongue? You're a freak. He elbows me playfully. Don't talk like that. I know you love me. I groan, giving him a punch on the shoulder. It only serves to make him laugh. What do we do now? It's only barely past noon. Well... Shoichi scratches his chin, looking pensive. You didn't plan ahead? Huh. Sorry. I didn't want our first real outing in so long to feel mechanical, so I kind of wanted to just go wherever we felt like going. How about I choose then? Oh, no. I invited you to go out. I want to be the one deciding where we go. I'll let you decide next time. Deal? I cross my arms, staring at him with an amused smile. Fine. I'll be game this time, but I expect you to provide with the best damn outing I've had in the past few weeks. Challenge accepted. And I just thought of the perfect place to go to just now. After about 10 minutes of walking, Shoichi leads me into a staircase hidden between two shops. Climbing it to the second floor, we reach a big and spacious... An arcade? Really? This was your big idea? Ah, come on. There's nothing wrong with an arcade. It's a perfect place to pass the time. Also one of the most cliched places to take someone. Good thing this isn't a date, otherwise you'd probably make the girl quite a bit annoyed. Ugh, I'll keep that in mind. Do you want to leave then? I look around the place, checking out all the different games and machines they have in here. I have to say, it's a better selection than the arcade I used to visit. But then again, I haven't been to an arcade in 3 years, so what do I know? The corners of my lips curves up in a half a smile. Nah, I think this could be fun after all. Did you see a game that interests you? You could say that. I walk up to a vacant dance corner machine and lean my back against the bar, staring at Shoichi with the best mischievous expression I can muster. His face immediately goes pale. No, 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 absolutely not. You know I have 2 left feet when it comes to dancing. Hey, you chose where we go, so I get to choose what we do. Only fair. Shoichi swallows hard, looking up at the machine with dread. Do I really have to? Well... Shoichi swallows again upon hearing the tone of my voice. You don't have to. It's okay if you're too scared. I might beat you at the game. Do you really think this 5th grader attempt at provocation would rile me up and make me decide to play? I merely smile. Just hop on the damn machine and start the game. Oh, I thought you did... Shut up! I really did get under his skin. He can be so easy sometimes. It's wonderful. Just as the machine starts up, I already select a random track and set it to 2-player mode. Shoichi steps up into the left dance pad and I take the right one. Alright, may the best man win. I intend to. The song starts out slow and neither of us has trouble following. The difficulty keeps climbing as the rhythm of the song increases. I keep an eye on Shoichi from the corner of my eyes, seeing as he starts to struggle. One by one he starts to miss the keys. Meanwhile on my screen, even though I didn't really play these kinds of games that often, I'm starting to have more and more fun as time goes by. My score is rocketing past Shoichi's, who's missing almost half the keys by now, struggling to keep up with the fast pace of the song. Gah! As the number of mistakes he makes increases further and further, Shoichi's lifeline starts to become depleted until... You lose! He finally reaches 0 and fails the song. I quickly finish the last minute or so of it and step out of the machine, walking towards Shoichi, who is crouching behind the machine, his face buried in his knees. Oh, come on! Are you that upset about losing? I couldn't even finish the song. You don't play these games often. Don't beat yourself up over it. You don't play these games either, and you still beat my ass. In fact, I'm pretty sure you just got a near-perfect score. Well... should I point out to him that it technically was a perfect score since I didn't miss any of the keys? I better not. I don't want to feed the fire. Why don't we play a few more times so you can get used to it? Not interested. Oh, then how about we play another game? Not interested. Oh, you being a sourpuss. Are you just going to sit there sulking all day? Perhaps. Talk about a sore loser. Didn't you promise you'd show me a good time since this is the first time we go out together and all that? I'm starting to think you were just talking out of your ass. Still, after a few seconds, he sighs, getting up from the floor and dusting himself off. Alright, how about we play some fighting games? At least I'm good at those. Okay, let's go with that. He's really so easy sometimes. It's almost dark out by the time we leave the arcade. We spend pretty much the whole time playing fighting games, only trying something else to take a break and stop hogging the fighting machines. At the end of the day... Oh, hold up. Did I save it? Yes, I did. Oh, nope. At the end of the day, I'm touting a record of 34 wins of mine versus 28 of his. Don't let it get to your head just because you won a few more times than usual. Shoichi was still patting over the loss streak he had a little while before we left. In fact, the whole reason we left was because he was tired of losing. We had planned on staying in the arcade for at least 30 more minutes. I think you're the one who should stop letting the losses get to your head. Am I going to have to spend the whole day dealing with you pouting? Am I even allowed to be upset for a few minutes? His reaction would be sad if it weren't so darn funny. You win some, you lose some. Just deal with it and move on. Why do I get the feeling that you're patronizing me? I'm not. I'm trying to cheer you up so I won't have to deal with an anal nutbag the rest of the evening. Shoichi starts laughing. Oh, nice. I try to cheer you up and that doesn't work, but I call you an anal nutbag and for some reason that gets you to laugh. What the hell is that? Mothman sighting. Bow, 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 bow. Hey. Sorry, sorry. Okay, I'm all good now. I actually feel a bit better right now. Thanks for that. I shrug. Hey, if me insulting you makes you feel better, I've got a ton of other insults where that one came from. Not now. Sorry for getting so annoyed at that, and I promised you a good time. I shouldn't keep being salty over a few losses. 34. I cover my mouth as to do an obvious fake cough. Don't start. Anyway, it's already getting a bit late right now, so we should probably head to the festival location. Where exactly is this festival you said is happening in town today? I don't remember there being any commemoration to be had today. You'll find out when we get there. Typical. Anyway, what store should we stop at to pick up your yukata? My what now? Your yukata. You can't go to a festival without a yukata. Since when? What? You didn't buy a yukata? It's traditional festival wear. I thought you'd be getting one. Why would I? Because... Yeah, typical festival wear. Got it. You didn't tell me I should wear one, though. I have to tell you to buy a yukata for a festival? If you want someone to do something, you should tell them to do it instead of expecting them to simply figure it out. But, I wanted to see you wearing a yukata. His words come out as a single pitiful whine. Oh, come on, what are you, a child? But, I was really looking forward to... Yeah, you've told me that already. No need to repeat yourself. Anyway, what about you, Mr. Must-Have a Yukata? Where should we be going to get yours? Well... I cross my arms, cross-examining him with my eyes. You don't have one, do you? The thing is... The thing is, you don't have a damn yukata, but you're trying to make me feel bad for not having one because you so wanted to see me wearing one. Well... Yes... It's kind of amusing to see him like this. I went to a couple stores to buy one, okay? But none of them had any in my size. Turns out I'm much taller than the average Japanese male, so the only way I could get one was to custom order it. It wouldn't get done in time. I left my hands up in the air, shaking my head sideways. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Shoichi. I don't have a yukata, and considering that you don't either, I don't think you have any right to complain about it. Fine, I won't complain anymore. Jesus, why is he so downcast over a piece of clothing? How about we each buy a yukata, and if we both free by the time of the Harvest Festival, we'll go together. Just the two of us, wearing our yukatas. Really? You're serious? You'll go to the Harvest Festival with me? Hang on, I said if. If we're both free. Yeah, I got that. Still, it means a lot to me. Alright, I'll go to a clothing shop on Monday and order a yukata for myself. Why are you getting so excited about something that might not even happen? Are you stupid or something? Still, it makes me feel all warm and happy inside when I see him like this. Yeah, I really like seeing him happy when he's happy like this. And knowing I'm the one who made him this happy is just... Oh, what's with that look on your face? Shoichi notices something about the face I'm making and turns to me with sudden interest. What? Are you going to complain that I'm making an ugly face again? Nah, I was just thinking that you had a very beautiful smile just now. It looks good on you. Well, what are you saying? If someone heard you saying that, they might misunderstand. You shouldn't be saying this to your guy friend. Shit, why is my face suddenly getting so hot? Huh, what are you talking about? What's wrong with complimenting my best friend? I meant every word I said. Is this guy for real? Anyway... I turned around, trying to hide my face from him. Just take me to this festival you said you wanted to show me. Like you said, it's already getting late. Oh, you're right. I hear Shoichi's voice echoing from behind me. Come with me towards the East Street. I see him walking through the street and immediately start falling behind, grateful for an excuse to keep my face hidden from him. Why was my heart beating so fast? It's a good thing there aren't so many people around at this time of day. If we had gotten out of the arcade at the time we'd first agreed on, the street would be packed with people. I merely agree with him, not really paying attention at the words he's saying. Alright, I'm gonna pause it right here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!